Hello everyone. We want to present our presentation about a word and its relative derivational morphology. Our members there are Rizky Ahmad Haidar, Putri Reski Amalia, Sahista Ajadia Rohma, and also me Mutiara Anugrah Pekerti.
A word and its relative derivational morphology. The first subtopic is relationship between lexemes. Relation between lexemes is divided to, two subtopics. First is suffix. Suffix, suffix is a morpheme at the end of a word to form a derivative. For example, Etienne, fee, in, li, and etc. The suffix is not being inflectional, it must be derivational. Since the term derivational is used for all aspects of word structure involve affixation that is not inflectional. And then the second is lexeme. Lexeme is a basic lexical unit of a language consisting of a word or group of words that considered as an abstract unit and applied to, to a family of words related by form of meaning. For example, performance, the plural form is performances, just as cat and cats are the two forms, singular and plural. The second subtopic is word clauses and conversions. Word classes are the same as part of speech and what many contemporary linguists call lexical categories. In English, every word belongs to one of the parts of speech. For example, person and perform and performance do not belong to the same word class. Perform is a verb, performance is a noun. And then the second is conversion. Conversion, also called zero derivation, is a kind of word formation significantly refers to the creation of a word of an or of a new word classes without changing its form. The function of convention is usually used to describe the situation where a change in a word class is not a result of affixation and is and it only signaled by its overall grammatical context. And for example, I decide to toothbrush my way into the bedroom. In here, toothbrush is used not as a noun, but as a verb, and it suggests the image of someone trying to enter the bedroom while brushing his or her teeth. So, and then the next will present by my friends.
So the next is about adverbs derived from adjective. Derivational processes change the word class of the basis to which they apply. Unlike inflection, monomorphemic adverbs like often, seldom, never, soon, and some other adverbs are morphologically complex without containing li. Nowhere, everywhere, today, yesterday. Conversation, fast, hard, derived from adjective. So this is the example. The next is about nouns derived from nouns. Not all derivational processes change word class. English has derivational processes that yield nouns with meanings such as small x, female x, inhabitant of x, state of being an x, and devote of or expert on x. For the example, so this is the example from nouns derived from nouns.
And the next is nouns derived from members of other word classes. So nouns derived from adjectives and from verbs are extremely numerous. Suffixes used to derive nouns from adjectives. Property of being X, where X is the base adjective. From bases other than the free form of the corresponding adjective. For example, the word ferocity is from ferox, not from ferocious, and then conservatism, it's from conservat, not from conservative. Okay, so the next is adjectives derived from adjectives. Basically, in this category, prefixes predominate the only suffix. As the example here on the screen for the negative word, it is negated with an and the other with in or one of its allomorphs. Eatable to be uneatable, edible to be inedible, readable, unreadable, lawful, unlawful, touchable, untouchable, tangible, and intangible. And well, the next is adjectives derived from the member of other word classes. So some of the process that derive adjectives from verbs straddle the divide between derivation and inflection in the way that we have not yet encountered. The modifier, very, and the comparative construction, more, blah, 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 than, show that interesting, drunk, and damaged are adjectives. As the example here, the such forms can be also adjective. The first sentence is in a not very interesting book. The word interesting here is the adjective, and the second sentence is the party course sounded very drunk. The word drunk is the adjective. The last sentence, the car seemed more damaged than the lamp post. The word damage here is the adjective.
So the next one is verb derived from verbs. Prefixes re and negative ones such as an, the, this. Transitive verbs are ones with an object noun phrase, usually indicating the thing or person that is the goal of the action of the verb. So there's a example. Most prominent are re and the negative or reversive prefixes an, the, and this, as in the following examples. Pain, enter, become repain, and re-enter. Tie, tangle, become untie, untangle. Also worth mentioning here is the relationship between the verbs in the left and right columns in intransitive, transitive. Lie, pass, lay, pass, late, rise past rose, raise past raised. The next one is verb derived from members of other word classes. So verb derived by replacing the final voiceless consonant of a noun with a voice one, perhaps with some vowel change too. The suffixes "is" and "ifi" can derive verbs from adjectival bases too, as in nationalize, tenderize, intensify, and purify. The last one is conclusion, generality, and idiosyncrasy. Because of the versatility of derivation in English, one might have expected that many of the processes involved would have been sufficiently predictable in both their application and their meaning, so that the lexemes thus derived would not count as lexical items. However, only four of the affixes that we have discussed yield large numbers of lexemes that one would not expect to find listed in a dictionary, namely adverb forming li, negative, adjectival, and nominal descending. It is as if, despite the fact that lexemes are not necessarily lexical items. So that's all from our group. Thank you.